Hey everybody, welcome back. So a couple weeks ago, I went over the ATEM Mini, and I really enjoyed it. And then I went over the ATEM Mini Pro, and I didn't. So today I want to go over another BlackMagic configuration that I do thoroughly enjoy. And I'm even going to show you how to connect it to your computer if you do need to web stream it. So let's get right into it. So this is the BlackMagic Design ATEM Television Studio Pro. It's a lot to say. This is not their first version of this hardware. Originally, it was just an ATEM television, and it was this real thin, single unit, rack mountable thing. And then they redesigned it to this. This is rack mountable. It takes up 2/3 of a single unit rack, and they designed that for you to buy the tray to put it in, and then you can add on the web presenter. Now, in comparing this with the minis, one of the main points of the minis is they're small. You can throw them into a backpack. This, if you don't rack mount it, you can do that as well. It has 4 HDMI inputs, 4 SDI inputs. You have a main program out, an auxiliary program out, a multi-view, and you can either do the multi-view SDI or HDMI. And then you have 4 additional program out SDIs. Notice there is no program out HDMI or aux out HDMI. So if you're plugging up to things that are HDMI, you do need to get converters. Or you just use an SDI first and convert when you get to the TV or the projector. On the front of this thing, you have your 8 buttons for your 8 main inputs. You also have a button for Media Player 1, Media Player 2. You can switch between either doing a cut or auto like you did on the Mini. Above each of the 8 inputs, you have audio on or audio follow video corresponding keys as well. There are also 2 XLR inputs in the back if you wanted to run your audio into this. And you even have a small preview on the front as well if you don't set up a multi-view. And if you go to your auxiliary and your auxiliary is outputting something different, it'll show it there. Now, I know the most obvious question you guys are probably asking right now is, why am I comparing this to an ATEM Mini? There's nothing on this that allows me to bring it into a computer, and that is true. But with a slight modification, we can do that. So let's look at that real quick. So what I've done here is I've added a ATEM web presenter, which I've used in a previous video. If you didn't see that one, it has an HDMI and an SDI input, and then you plug it up to your computer with a normal USB port. On the front of this is an additional control panel that you can add. It has buttons for you to select between the 2 inputs. And it also gives you a preview monitor so you know what you're sending to your computer. So the reason I like this setup is it already has the multi-view built into it. And it's a true multi-view. It doesn't eat up one of your outputs. It also has a regular output and auxiliary output, and then just a whole bunch of DI'd outputs as well. So you don't need to plug up an SDI DI, SDI DA. I always get those confused. You don't need to plug up an SDI splitter if you're going to a lot of different places. You just use the one in the back. It's very simple to use. Again, it's default for program and preview. You can change that to a 1-button press if you want to. And it kind of just, as simple and as intuitive as the minis are supposed to be, and for the most part they are, this is along the same lines. This has the same basic workflow in mind. They all use the same software, so if you wanted to just do everything software-based, you can do it that way, and you're looking at something you've already seen. As well as if you want to use a Stream Deck and the companion app, they plug right in very easily. The other major elephant in the room when it comes to this is an ATEM Mini is $300. An ATEM Mini Pro, $600. This is $1,000. So I can buy one of these and one of these for the price of this. But you're also getting a really nice video switcher for $1,000 with multi-view and multiple outputs and an auxiliary. If you buy the web presenter, that's an additional about $500 with the 2-button interface on top of it is an extra 85. So you're about $600 for that. Plus this whole thing is $1,600. Kind of got to figure out what's most important for you. Again, it's still very small. It's very compact. There is no scaler. So I just want to reiterate, it does have some negatives to it. There was one event where a client gave us their laptop. We had set everything up to 1080i, I believe, because that's what worked with our camera and our laptop. Client's laptop would not do 1080i. It would only do 1080p. So we had to put in place a scaler adapter to switch that over. But once we did that, everything worked fine. Last thing I want to cover real quick is this monitor right here. This is a portable USB-C monitor. I will add a link into the description. This is a 1080 monitor. It's advertised as something for gaming or for an extra extended desktop on your laptop. I got it for a totally different reason. I put these little hinges on the bottom of it. I haven't found a permanent place for it yet because it is actually mine and I don't want to give it to work. But this used with this guy, because they're both very portable, is really, really nice. They both fit in your backpack really well, and it just gives you that nice multi-view. In the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to do some more BlackMagic videos. And again, the only reason I'm doing, or the main reason I'm doing BlackMagic videos is that's what I have access to because the company I work for owns a lot of it. We do have Barcode PDS as well. I might do a video on it. And as far as how it works with Companion, and if you don't have a Stream Deck and Companion, it's probably some of the best money you can invest because the Companion app is free, but covers a very large array of event production hardware and software. As always, please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Drop me a comment if there's anything that I was unclear about, or if there's any other subjects you would like me to touch on. If there's something you're having problems with and that I can't just answer in your comment section, to give me a suggestion. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching.